Hello and welcome to the Cold Coffee Club, a podcast brought to you by Houston Moms. We're here to give you a little bit of that mom-to-mom connection, fun, and conversation amidst all the chaos. Join us as we take a break from doing all the things and explore the wide spectrum of this crazy motherhood role. We'll interview fun guests, talk about cool grown-up topics, laugh, share, and grow together. So go ahead, reheat that coffee, and put your feet up. Here we go.
Good morning, Cold Coffee Club. This is Ashley.
Hi, this is Jenny.
Hey, good morning.
Morning.
All right, share some tea with us.
So my tea is that I have some tiny baby bunnies living in my backyard. And they are little baby bunnies.
Oh my
we
gosh.
Had seen, we'd heard like some rustling in this under this bush, and Grant like peeled some layers back, and the sweet mama had really covered them up well, but there was so many of them. We counted at least 6.
Well, that's fun.
And so they've ventured out a little bit, and they're so cute. I know they're not going to stay very long, but for now we are really enjoying it, and it's just so cute. We're trying to keep the dog away though, because my dog is like, would you be my toy? You know, it's just like, please stop.
Do you guys check on them regularly?
Yes. I mean, and you don't want to like disturb them too much, because I know like baby bunnies like can be really scared, and you just don't want to, and you don't want the mom to like get where she doesn't, you know, we want to respect her space.
Yeah.
So anyways, what's your tea?
I've been redecorating, which has been really exciting. So you can't really see in the background here, but so the way my bedroom is set up, there's like a nook that goes into like the bathroom and my closet, and there's the sink there. And it was always bothering me that like when we record, the mirror would reflect light, and so it would just be like this bright light behind me. So I set up a curtain, and I put like little curtain the like hook thingies, so I can like open it up and it looks pretty. And then I've been like buying pillows. I just needed a dose of I think you get serotonin from like buying stuff and making things pretty. So I've been like hanging up pictures that I've had that I just hadn't put up since we moved, and I'm just like loving my space.
I always loved that like my mom, I would come home and my mom would have just like rearranged the whole house just because she just like needed to feel like, I don't know, I'm just gonna move this whole living room around. You're like, all right, you did it again.
Do you?
It's your space. You want to enjoy it. I mean, I think there's something to be said about making your environment the most beautiful space that you know can be. We spend a lot of time in our houses, so might as well make it somewhere you like to be.
And I set up a pool in our backyard. First of all, so this is the additional tea. So first of all, the box said that it would take 2 to 3 people to set it up, and I was like, nay. You watch me.
Did it.
And I filled it up myself, which was a whole lot of water, but I figured let's do it now before like the summertime when we're going to be using a lot of water anyway. And then I don't have a pool cover, but I have an awesome tarp, and so I like clipped it, and it looks so cute, and I can't wait to I am just so proud. I told the boys, I was talking to them, they're at their dad's this week, and I said, guess what I set up today? And they all automatically knew it was the pool. I'm like, oh.
You're like, well, you really took the fun out of that. Thank you so much.
I was like, I didn't actually want you to guess, but okay. But yeah, so it is chlorinated and awesome, and everything's ready to go. And I am so pumped. Part of me is like, you know, like when you're nesting, when you're having a baby, but like this is like a pre-summer nesting. Like I'm just trying to get ready. I know we're going to be home and the kids are going to be here, and I just want everything ready. And like, I just need I always every year, I should probably write something about this. I get nervous about summer. I get very and part of me is excited because I'm like, okay, we don't have to get up every morning. We don't have to go. Like this is going to be great. But I also it's a lot of time. It's a lot of time to fill. Yeah. My kids really, I have to work on them not feeling like they have to be entertained at all times. And then, but if they're not entertained at all times, then it's messes everywhere. And you want them to just be creative and do fun. But I'm also like, but then it's a lot of staying on top of them about stuff. And
It's
I'm
just
right
a lot
there
of
with you.
together time.
Yeah.
And you know how I feel about the heat, Ashley. It's so hot.
I am right there with you. Yeah, I'm anxious about juggling work and these little people who are like, I'm bored. They're not built like we were, where it's just like, I can play with a stick and have a blast. I can just go run down the street and run back, and that's fun. My mom never saw me during the summer.
Yeah.
I'm like, I will see so much of my children this summer.
Yeah.
I try to put
totally
it in perspective. I'm like, okay, so it's about like 11, 12 weeks. Okay, so between me and their dad, I'll have them like 6 weeks. Okay, we can do this. We can do it.
Yeah, it gets a little like, I think my kids just are really like, and it's that joke of like, you'll take them to a water park from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. and you get home, and then at 4 they're like, and what else are we gonna do today? And you're like, that was it. That was the entertainment for the day. So we're done now. And I know I have maxed my capacity of anything I can provide to you. So dinner is Lucky Charms, and we're finished.
Absolutely. I've already started a summer schedule. I'm like, okay, I've like written it out because I need a list, and I'm already okay, from this time to this time I can work, and like they'll be eating breakfast, and then we can do some kind of like educational TV show, and they work on a worksheet. And then, okay, from this time to this time, I can work a little, but then also make lunch. I'm processing it because I'm nervous. Oh. I'm a little terrified of summertime. Thank you, teachers. I love you so much.
Yes. Yeah, I saw a woman in my neighborhood made like a post on our neighborhood Facebook page saying that her daughter was going to be home for the summer from college and was looking for some work, just come for the summer. And she's like, my daughter's home and she babysits and she can drive kids places, and she basically giving like her resume of her daughter. It's like, this is her number. And I'm like trying to think of like, okay, how much could I pay her just to like take them out of here for a little bit? I'd be like, I don't know, you take them around. Like, because like, again, with us working and stuff, I'm just like, I have to have someone, not every day, but just be a little bit of a, just
give me a breather.
Hang out with them for just a couple hours.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, summer.
We're gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine.
Yeah. Today's episode of the Cold Coffee Club is brought to us by Wow Party Art. Whether you're celebrating a birthday, baby shower, or just want to add some pizzazz to your home, Wow Party Art's DIY balloon garland kits are the perfect solution. And yes, I did say DIY, but trust me, anyone can do these, even the less crafty among us. Wow Party Art sells affordable balloon garland kits that are completely do-it-yourself. We just have to share it with all of you who love to throw a good party, because Wow Party Art is based in Houston. It is a woman-owned and operated business that brings affordable, easy, and trendy solutions for all your party needs while providing a creative outlet for both their artists and their customers. For more information on Wow Party Art, click the link in our show notes. All right, back to the show. So for today's episode, we thought we'd talk about birthdays and milestones and kind of our house rules about that, like how each of our households celebrate things and what kind of our traditions are. So Ashley, when it comes to birthdays in your house, what are some of the things that your family does, and how do you like to celebrate your boys?
I love experiences versus stuff.
Yes.
So every birthday, my kids might get a thing. I think, 1 year my oldest got a skateboard, and that was like his thing. And it was like, that's awesome. Cool. But also we're going to go do something together. We're going to go experience something together, spend some time together. And I really love that because they have too much stuff. Like,
Amen.
They have so much stuff that they don't play with.
No.
You start to realize how important that time together is, and how like the little things, the little experiences, they will talk about that for a long time. Like, remember when we did, and I'm like, I do remember, and we have pictures, and this is great, and I love it. My youngest remembers that we went to the beach one time for his birthday, and he still talks about one specific shell he found that was not special to the rest of us, but it meant everything to him. And I'm like, I love this for you.
So sweet. I love to like really kind of the morning they wake up on their birthday, try to make that special. And I started it with when Ellie was little, like I would have her because kids would sleep through anything when they're babies. So like on her second birthday, when she would wake up, the floor of her room, when she would like sit up from her crib, would have balloons all over the floor. Oh. And that's become a tradition. When they wake up, the hallway outside of their room has balloons in the hall. So when they open the door, they kind of look for it. They know like there's going to be balloons in the hallway. And so I just try to like have kind of just feel like a little bit of a party the minute they wake up, that there's just going to be, and it's not 100 balloons. It might be 20 balloons, it's just, and they kind of kick them around and they get excited.
Yeah.
Or I might hang some little streamers from their door, so I do it when they're asleep. So there's a lot of little work that I have to do when they fall asleep. I've got to go, move myself around and get little stuff done. But I love to just kind of make a little celebration that they start to look forward to, that they know like, oh, it's my special day, that when I wake up, there's going to be balloons on my floor. They love that kind of thing.
I am a sucker for like putting things on display for some reason. I don't know why, but like decorate the table with stuff, any holiday or birthday. It's all set up and ready when they wake up too. So, I'll be that mom, putting together a trampoline at midnight, because like, it has to be ready when the baby gets up.
Yep. So that's a question. So like when your kids do open birthday gifts, if they have do they do it like right when they wake up, or do you have them wait till like, dinner, if y'all are having a birthday dinner or something like that? Do you have
most of the time we do it first thing in the morning. If everyone's around, like it kind of just depended on like when I was married, it was like, well, dad already went to work, so we're gonna wait or whatever. But now it's kind of just set up and ready for you, and like there it is, and then you get to open more stuff based on whoever comes to your birthday deal. But it's always up and ready, and like I don't know why I've gotten really crafty since becoming a mom. So I'm like making banners and stuff. One year, Maverick's first birthday, I made, his theme was the Very Hungry Caterpillar.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
And I made a banner, and it was like little circles, and it was a little caterpillar, and I hung it up, and let me tell you, I was so proud of that banner. I almost kept it. I was just like, we might need to save this. I'm like, it's paper, Ashley. Let it go.
Yes.
It's just paper.
Yeah. And I think too, like I love, like my kids do the same thing. They wake up and they're like, present, like they know immediately. And I'm the same. I try not to go overboard on presents. The one year I did was Ellie's birthday one year. Her birthday was in July. She has a July birthday, and it was a COVID year. She had no party at all. It was that time during COVID where we were not seeing anyone. Like we didn't see grandparents. We didn't see friends. It was just like literally me and her dad and her brother. That was it. And so I went a little, because I was just like, she's not doing anything for her birthday. Like we couldn't do anything. So I went a little heavier that year, because I think my mom guilt was like, good luck, here's something else for you. Because I felt so sad. So yeah, I try to like not overdo it, both on gifts, but even with the party. I really am amazed by these moms that can throw these really incredible birthday parties. But like, we'll go to a gymnastics place, and like I will get my birthday party favors at Party City, and we get the napkins and the plates that, we get a Mario plate and a Mario napkin. And I love a cookie cake from Great American Cookie Company. And that is their cakes that our family gets. We love a cookie cake in our household. That is like our favorite. So we are cookie cake people. We get cookie cake sometimes when there's nothing to celebrate.
I've done that with a Dairy Queen cake.
I just sometimes we're like, you know what we need today? One time my husband got a cookie cake and he called and like needed, you know, he was like, do you have any there? And they said yes. And he went and bought one and he came back and then he opened it up and it said, I deserve this, is what he had them write on it.
That is awesome.
I was like, okay, what are we doing? But
living your best life. That's what you're doing.
So
one tradition that started when I was a kid is my mom had this plate and it was like, it said something like celebrate you or something like that or something along those lines.
Was it the red plate?
No, it was blue. It was blue.
Because there's a red plate that's like that too, yes.
Yes. And I had it for a while and we used it and with my kids, but then between all the moves and stuff, it ended up getting broken. And so I need to buy another one because since I've realized like, oh no, that's like our thing. We need to do that. So I need to buy another special plate. So when you've had a birthday or when it's like you learned how to ride a bike today or you hit a home run at baseball, you get to have this special plate. And that is, my kids do love anything that's special that anyone else doesn't also have at the same time. That is a big deal.
I love that. Yep. And then we also, so I'm big on taking, whether it's birthdays or just any milestone, I am a front porch picture taker. We go out to the porch and mom has to take her picture on your birthday, first days of school, you know, big holidays like Easter. If we're dressed up for some big event, we'll go out to the porch. Or even like we do have a pool in the backyard, and whenever it's our first swim of that summer, I have the kids stand there and we get their inaugural swim of the summer photo. Yeah. And I just love the evolution of that picture because, like, you know, that's have him when Jack's a toddler and he's in the big puddle jumper, and then all the big goggles and the, you know, and then like as they're getting older, Ellie's in her with her little hand on her hip and sassy pants, you know, like it's all just I just love seeing like the evolution of them on that front porch through the years. And so yeah, milestones for me involve a lot of just documenting. Yeah.
Speaking of pictures, one tradition that I started with my oldest, just because it seemed logistically to make the most sense, instead of doing like thank you cards after birthdays, I just set my kid up with all their gifts around them so that you can see it all, and then take a picture. And because I didn't want to like print it or, you know, send out anything, I would literally tag people in everything, like kind of like tag it as close to the gift they got him, and sent it out on Facebook or Instagram. And I'm like, Oliver says thank you so much for coming, blah, blah. And it's just like, it's a time saver and people love it because they're like, oh, you look so cute, and you know, and then they see their gift and him with his gift. And the first time we did that, it was literally his first birthday. He had so many gifts. And so we had to like maneuver everything to get it in the picture. And he's just sitting there just happy as can be with his giant curly hair. And it was the cutest picture and everyone loved it. And it saves paper and time and all that. So I send that out when we do have birthdays and just like, here you go. You're tagged in it. Thank you. Appreciate it.
I love it.
Simple, real simple.
That's great. Yeah, I'll try to like keep, you know, we'll go to dinner. So like, the kids will get to have like a party with their friends, and then like we might go to dinner with some family members, like, you know, like my siblings or my parents or Grant's parents might come in from out of town. So we'll try to do something like that with just family. As Ellie's gotten older, her birthday parties, if she has a birthday party, it's just going to be like a few of her girlfriends. It's not going to be like where I have all the cousins and all the grandparents, you know, it's like, you know, y'all don't want to come to this. It's, you know, 10 screaming little girls. Like it's really not your, you know, when they're 3, it's like the whole family comes, but now it's just not the case anymore. As they get older, birthdays are changing, you know, like it's different than what it used to be.
Yeah, I had the theory when I first got divorced that I wasn't sure if we'd be able to do birthdays together. I was like, I don't know if we're in that place, but we've decided, let's set everything aside, and birthdays are important. Let's do it together. It makes no sense to have us both spending money to do birthday parties and whatnot. We've come up with some great experiences together, which has been really fun. So now that my kids are older and have actual interests that aren't just, I like this show or whatever. Right. The last couple birthdays, my kids, Reeve was really into cooking. We were really into all the Master Chef shows and all that. So for his birthday, we went to Hibachi, and he was like, oh my gosh, mind blown. He thought it was the coolest thing. And then for Oliver, he swears he's going to be a scientist one day. So we took him to Little Beakers, and it was just me, him, and his dad. And we just did that special time with just Oliver, and we did all kinds of experiences or experiments, and it was just really cool. And Maverick's kind of just I'm into all the things, so we just kind of take him. He's like, I like food, I like pizza, I like he's real simple. He's just happy to be here. So I love it. But really honing in on what does this kid actually really like, and how do we make that part of his special day. And it kind of in essence turns into a yes day too, which my kids get really excited about. They're obsessed with yes days. They're like, hey, I was good today. Did an earn in yes day? And I'm like, you're supposed to.
Yeah. Have you watched that movie, by the way? There's a yes day movie.
Yes. They love that. And they're like, Mom, would you let us do that? And I'm like, okay, see, this is a movie. And then they have the money to do all those things. Yes. Let's simmer it out.
So the last thing I'll share is something that we haven't started yet. In my ideal world, I would have this dream that I would love for each of my kids for their 13th birthday, that they would get a little trip with just me and their dad. I mean, nothing we're not going to Paris. it's not like we're... And now you're going on a European vacation, but that for their 13th, that we would take them on a little weekend somewhere, awesome. Just the two, just with the mom and dad with no sibling.
Yeah.
So fun. We'll see. I mean, I don't know. I mean, that's so far away. It's hard to kind of plan for that, but I don't know. I think it's something I'd like to do, or maybe we do it just a mom and daughter and a dad and son trip or something like that. So maybe it's not, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
But that's something I'd love to do.
Hey Houston, we want to hear from you. Are you a local business owner, media personality, author, influencer, or just someone who has something we really need to hear about? Email us at admin@houstonmom.com and tell us a little about yourself. Maybe we can have you on an episode. Back to the show.
Let's dig into our house blend this week. We settled on one because it is so perfect and awesome, and it's great for this episode specifically. So Jenny, tell us what our house blend is this week.
Yeah, so we loved Elizabeth, our editor, wrote a really beautiful piece called Why Moms and Girls Need Judy Blume Now More Than Ever. And this was a little bit her review and just a kind of an essay about the new movie, Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret, which is based on the book, Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret, by Judy Blume, which was written 50 years ago, which is crazy to say. But she just wrote a really, it was kind of like a homage to Judy. There's a documentary out right now called Judy Blume Forever. Which is getting really incredible reviews itself. And then the movie has gotten really incredible reviews. So as a mother of a tween that is going through all of the tweendom things, I am very excited for this movie, and I just loved what Elizabeth wrote about it.
Yeah, that movie seems like it would be perfect for celebrating the milestones of that tweenness. Yes. So I don't have girls, but I remember reading the book and I'm like, I need to see this movie. I need that. So super exciting. So this See You Later Caffeinator comes from Psychology Today, and it says, today birthdays are mostly cherished by children, but in centuries past, birthdays were mostly the domain of adults. And it wasn't until the 19th century that children's birthdays were first widely celebrated.
Got it.
In fact, children's birthdays were first formally recognized by the Germans, who coined the term Kinderfest, or children's parties.
Oh,
Yeah. So
Kinderfest.
yeah, I love it.
That's so cute. Well, that is very interesting. I did wonder, like, how long have we been doing this whole shindig? But it makes sense. All right. Well, thank you, Ashley, and we'll see y'all next week. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Hang on a sec. Check out these outtakes from this episode of the Cold Coffee Club.
All right. Well, every week we wrap up with a See You Later Caffeinator, and this one is from Psychology. Hold on. I can read.
You can. I believe it.
It's a prerequisite to having a podcast, being able to read.
You've been listening to the Cold Coffee Club, brought to you by Houston Moms. We wish you a fabulous week with your families and look forward to sharing many more cups of cold coffee with you.